Go ahead. Today is September 28th. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, that's right. Sorry. Yeah. Noah had a dream last night. He says, "Am I right? Last night? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were almost like visions because of how short they were.
Oh.
Or because of how much I remember, at least.
Yeah.
In the first one I saw,
Mhm.
or in the dream, I was in a car,
Mhm.
and I think most of my family, I don't remember who all of my family was in the car, was with me there, and I know Soon was actually sitting in the passenger seat of that car.
Passenger seat, you see beside the driver.
Yeah,
Okay.
on the right side of the car, at least
Okay.
for American cars. So,
Okay.
and
What kind of car?
I actually don't know. I was in the car. It was my perspective, so I didn't actually know what kind of car it was.
How many seats? Like how many rows?
I think it might have been like a
SUV.
maybe an 8-seated car,
8-seat car?
7-seated. I don't know.
Okay. Go ahead.
And what was really interesting is what was going on outside the car.
Oh.
Everything we seemed, inside it didn't seem like we were going very fast, but outside, everything was moving extremely fast. Like, our car was going actually very fast. And then, this is the weird part of the dream that may not make much sense, but it's kind of one of those dream feelings that although you can't see it, you know that it is a reality.
I see.
But I felt that everything that was going on outside that we had seen had already happened before, and it wasn't current time. We were not in the current time. We were in a place of everything.
Deja vu thing.
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much like that.
Yeah, okay.
Not like that I had seen it before, but that I knew, or I was in a reality or in a perspective of everything outside the car being something that had already happened before. It's almost like in the car we were traveling from the past to the future, or not from the past to the present time.
Oh, okay.
Like we were traveling to
Yeah.
the present time.
Okay.
And everything that was going on around us had already been stuff that had happened.
Like relive the past.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was interesting. That was one thing I remember. Then I actually remember another piece of another dream I had last night.
Oh, that's one dream?
Yeah.
Okay. It's strange. Go ahead.
In this dream, I think I might have been in like I might have been stirring or been troubled in my sleep, but like I felt a really troubled feeling during this dream, and I remember that I was standing below this level where these two sets of stairs would come up to it like this on either side,
Okay.
and level out right here.
Yeah.
In the very center of this block, basically, was two like double doors, like a set of double doors.
Yeah.
And this whole area I was in actually seemed to be underground, like deep in a cave almost.
Ah, okay.
In a dimly lit cave. And I had with me in my hands like this double grasped and double sided, very wide, broad sword.
Oh, okay.
In the dream.
Double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was a humongous sword, even like compared to me. It was a very big sword.
Okay, a massive sword.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And again, in this dream, I had a really troubled feeling, like, and also a very determined feeling. That was actually another strong feeling I had in this dream. Was a very determined feeling that whatever was going to come out of these doors, I was going to fight and that I was going to kill.
Okay.
Yeah. And the doors opened, and that's when the dream started to kind of fade off. Is when I began to fight.
Ready to fight.
These almost I can't describe them because I don't even remember what they were, but just almost these creatures. And in my mind, or when I woke up,
evil creatures, basically.
Yeah, I basically thought of them as demonic things.
Okay. Yeah.
That I was going to face.
Yeah.
And what I also remember is that although I could feel that there should be, I should feel some sense of like being scared of what was about to happen, because I was in not a very nice looking place, and I was about to face these horrific creatures.
Yeah.
I didn't feel anything scared. I just felt very angry and determined to
has those feelings in my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kill off these things, and those were the two things that I can remember.
Okay.
Sorry, I probably took too long to explain really simple things, but
no, that's very good. Like we share. So I'm going to try to find the scripture I want you to read.
Oh yeah.
This is Matthew. Oh, man. This Bible is not organized. Sorry. I just bought a Bible on my just see things, so I'm not used to it. So Matthew 16. So there you go. Works. Okay. 13 now. So
Matthew 16 verse 13.
I'm reading my NASV version. Okay, so let me read this.
Yeah.
Now when Jesus came to the district of Caesarea Philippi, he was asking disciples, "Who do people see that the Son of Man is?" And they said, "Some see John the Baptist, and others Elijah, but still others Jeremiah, or one of the prophets." He said to them, "But who do you see that I am?" Simon Peter answered, "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God." And Jesus said to him, "Blessed are you, Simon Bar-Jonah, because the flesh and blood did not reveal this to you, but my Father who is in heaven. I also say to you that you are Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church." Peter, is a little rock, am I right? So let me see. Let me see. Can do it or not? Okay. It's poor edition. And then the gates
Page.
Haze is basically the underground.
Mm-hmm.
Called the shoal, right, in the Old Testament. Basically, the things is beneath the earth, right? So beneath the ground. So making sense to you?
Yeah.
The place of the dead. So making sense. It's considered as a hell almost. Modern concept. So that's what it is. So I will build my church, and he will not overpower it. Listen, goes on, said, "I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven, and whoever you bind on earth shall be bound. Whoever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. Whatever you loose on earth shall be loose in heaven." Right? So, so here, I think there are other places talking the same thing. Basically, I believe what you're fighting there is the gate of hell. So, Actually, the word the gate heed will not overpower it. It's what's your translation said?
It says, and the gates of Hades will not overcome it.
Will not overcome it. Well, actually speaking, not able to withstand it should be. Okay, so it's like I don't know. So if you one thing you see overpower or overtake it as if the gate heat is on the attacking side, right? So the one is called not withstand it. Basically, the gate one, this rock going to grow and increase its impact over crush every other thing, right? So this gate heat is a strong tower, like like a strong city, right? So making sense to you? So then the rock going to increase and ready to crush and stronghold. What happened? So this gate defense, basically, this strong towers, a strong city cannot defend it. Making sense here? So this is a picture in Daniel. Well, the rock will increase and overcome all evil strongholds. Right? So, making sense to you? So, making sense to you? Now, here's a bind on earth. The bind is basically take captivity. Like you own a sheep, right? You bind a sheep, right? Take a slave, basically. Or like you win the battle, what happened? You take captivity, right? Captive for the ones that is conquered, right? Plunder the enemies. So, making sense to you? So, do you understand what I'm saying here? So, in essence, humankind has been taken captive by whom? By the evil one, right? There's no salvation. Where does it go? They become prisoners or captive in hate, right? So what happened? So Peter was given the power to overcome the evil one, set the captive free, right? So making sense to you? So, and in other places talking about, well, I wish I could have my Bible. Let me grab my Bible, okay? So,
Yeah, good.
yeah. Well, there's a way to understand dreams, visions, especially prophetic, right? So, and you don't try to exaggerate your spirituality, right? So,
Right.
the ability of spirit. But if they are given genuine from the Lord, oftentimes you can find the imagery in the Bible. And turn with me to Daniel. That's how God taught me, through dreams, visions. You understand my point, so it's become natural for me to understand the Bible in this way because it's real to me, so it's happened. So let's see. Let's see. Where is it? There is a place called the Rock. Will grow out to be the mighty things, right? So, help me to find it. Just so it's in that basically talking the rock basically. Excuse me. Hey, mine not familiar with switchers anymore. Oh yeah, okay.
So you said it's talking about what?
A rock.
Mm-hmm.
That the rock will increase, am I right? So. Yeah.
That's not in one of Nebuchadnezzar's dreams, is it?
Yeah, actually, it's interpretation of dream.
Well, that's going to be in the first few chapters.
Yeah, there are two places to talk about it. Yeah, there's this man, am I right? Have a clay toes or something like that. Do you remember that?
Yeah, this is going to be in chapter 2.
Chapter 2. Okay, that's why. Okay.
It starts at verse 24.
Okay.
Daniel interprets the dream.
There you go. Okay. What happened? Then in 44, that we're talking about, am I right? So, making sense to you? In the time of those kings, the God of heaven will set up a kingdom that will never be destroyed. It will be left to another people. It will what? Crush all those kingdoms and bring them to an end, but it will itself endure forever. This is the meaning of the vision of what? The rock cut out of the mountain, but not by human hands. A rock that broke the iron, the bronze, the clay, the silver. Basically, God talking about his kingdom. Am I right? So, making sense to you? So, now turn with me to. Is this okay for you? You don't.
Oh yes.
Yes. So try to interpret your dreams.
Yeah, I don't have much understanding yet, but it's kind of piecing together.
It's
I guess,
okay.
so.
I will tell you. So now that's the rock, am I right? So now turn to 51 in the beginning. I want you to read it now, from a 1 to.
Where are you at?
Isaiah. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Isaiah 51.
51 to 11 maybe. That'll be good enough. Yeah.
Verse 1 to 11?
Yes.
Listen to me, you who pursue righteousness and who seek the Lord. Look to the rock from which you were cut.
What? So it's a people, am I right?
Yeah.
So it's a holy people. So.
And to the quarry from which you were hewn. Look to Abraham your father, and to Sarah who gave you birth.
Speaking about the sons of faith, Abraham, am I right? So basically sons of God. So go ahead.
When I called him, he was only one man, and I blessed him and made him many.
Speaking of the holy people, the people of the kingdom, am I right? So, yeah.
The Lord will surely comfort Zion, and will look with compassion on all her ruins. He will make her deserts like Eden, her wastelands like the garden of the Lord. Joy and gladness will be found in her, thanksgiving and the sound of singing. Listen.
So the things caused desolation, devastation is taken away. Am I right? God restored the blessing of the creation. Am I right? So yeah.
Listen to me, my people. Hear me, my nation. Instruction will go out from me. My justice will become a light to the nations. My righteousness draws near speedily. My salvation is on the way. And my arm will bring justice to the nations. The islands will look to me and wait in hope for my arm. Lift up your eyes to the heavens. Look at the earth beneath. The heavens will vanish like smoke. The earth will wear out like a garment, and its inhabitants die like flies. But my salvation will last forever, My righteousness will never fail.
Mm-hmm.
Hear me, you who know what is right, you people who have taken my instruction to heart. Do not fear the reproach of mere mortals, or be terrified by their insults. For the moth will eat them up like a garment, the worm will devour them like wool. But my righteousness will last forever, my salvation through all generations. Awake, awake, arm of the Lord. Clothe yourself with strength. Awake as in days gone by, as in generations of old. Was it not you who cut Rahab to pieces, who pierced that monster through? Was it not you who dried up the sea, the waters of the great deep, who made a road in the depths of the sea so that the redeemed might cross over? Those the Lord has rescued will return. They will enter Zion with singing. Everlasting joy will crown their heads.
Yes.
Gladness and joy will overtake them, and sorrow and sighing will flee away.
Yes. You see that? Right? So, amen. Anyway, so talking about the battle, am I? God is going to overcome the evil one, am I? Through his people and for his people. Now the same concept is here. Let's see in 9th chapter of Zechariah. Zechariah 11. So here we go. As for you, because the blood of my covenant with you, speaking about God's people, the bride, am right? So, or the daughter of Zion, whatever it is, I will free you captivities, am I right? Your prisoners, am I right? Which is like what you saw. And from the waterless pit, the deep place, basically, am I right? So, return to your fortress or strongholds, or prison of hope. For now announce I will restore twice as much to you. I will bend Judah as I will bend my bow. I will fill with Ephraim. I rouse your sons of Zion against your sons of grace, and make you like what? A word's sword. So it's a battle, basically, right? So there are many other places talking about there will be a rose of courageous people to overcome the evil one. They will not run away from the gate, right? Of this battle. So I'm talking about the determination that shown in your dream, right? So it's a very much a prophetic picture. So it's a kind of spiritual man the Lord wants you to become. I hope I'm making sense.